Maybe. I don't know. Perhaps on this side though. Bit of a side angle going on. Working through the updates. Going through all that. Just did a whole sode without actually recording. Anyways, today I would like to go over one of the songs that I'm writing on an upcoming big project that I've now decided is actually happening, because I'm getting enough repertoire built up and writing a lot recently. So here's what we have. It is sonically a continuation of another song that I have, which initially was also going to be thematically a continuation, but it just didn't end up working out lyrically. Trying to wrap my head around how to kind of continue that storyline. So instead, some other inspirations arose, and it's similar enough to the coherent piece of the project, of the album. So just fun little tidbits on that. Making sure camera's good, lighting's good. Yeah. So here is that other little piece from the other song. It's in the same key, so it's kind of reintroducing the key. I really wanted to fade, so we begin with a super, quite compressed acoustic guitar with a little bit of vibrato. Get a bit little, just sounded cool, sounded fun. And then for a while I've had my friend do this tag for me.
Hey, somebody turn this the fuck up.
It's not present in every song, just whenever I can have it, I choose to use it because it's fun. And then we go into the main groove. The thing here that we have going on too is I have kind of like partitioned two parts where, I mean, it's a full 4 systems, 8 bars, whatever the hell you want to call it. 2 iterations of the same thing, but then on the latter half, to have more depth, we just build up more on the mids, or on the midis rather. Which early on it started with this, only these two, which I wanted to have like a push-pull feel. So, and then this piano and these xylophones. Hard pan xylophones, super quieted down, are mainly to complement the guitar parts, namely this. Because when I heard this guitar part, I thought that it felt and it sounded like piano, and so I just decided to double that. Same thing with the other part of the guitar, which is just complemented with the xylophone. Here, for these parts, the rhythm section is directly taking from the previous song sonically, especially with the kick part. Just kind of tying the two together. The drums, I do program. Unfortunately, I wish I had a drum set, but at this point, I've kind of figured out what I want my drum kit to sound like, so hopefully it's more uniform throughout the entire project. I'm gonna have to go back and do a lot of editing and changing, but luckily, I for the most part have found it. And then for this part right here, I kind of wanted to go into a rock ballad type thing. Very strong, you know, strikes there to go with the guitar. A little more depth by adding the kick in there. Just make it rounder. And then this repeats. quite satisfied with the guitar tone I eventually found. This is my Ibanez RG FM07 or something. But as are these. Same pickup. And we have all that, and then the solo is really nice. Oh, before we get to that though, I did want to mention there's a tiny little twinge, again hard panned acoustic guitar, not compressed as much, but had that little top layer, you know. Yeah. Keep looking down because making sure that my watch is still helping me monitor the fact that I'm still recording so that nothing fucks up. Then second verse, you know. Oh, with the solo. So this is my very old, very reliable. Is this where the solo is? Where are you? Oh, down here. Most of the time, pretty much every time I do a solo, it's always centered and then like quarter panned, just because I want it to feel really in the middle in the mix, since most other things are kind of panned to either side. I'm very satisfied with this cathedral reverb. It works a lot to fill that space, and it's just so satisfying. Which, in context, oh. What can I say? Then very simple second verse stuff, kind of leaving the space again and then reintroducing the exact same elements later. I don't know. Oh, there is one more little piece that I add. When I was doing it and I wanted to add a little bit more depth, I heard this like droning note in my head, and so I just added it. For quiet. Super faint, so barely there. But I don't know if you can even hear it, but I know it's there. And then I wanted a kick-ass, punchy, fucking energetic outro, and so here is where that compressed vibrato acoustic guitar really comes into play. Again, this very satisfied with the sort of guitar tone I got. Before we get too far, here's that guitar. I don't know if it has vibrato. No. And then rhythmically, this came as an accident because I was just trying to do something to kind of a little bit add to the depth, not exactly just um, do a quad layer or something, but kind of add a little bit of pizzazz. So on top of that is this. Which on top of each other this part in particular, it just worked out. And actually, the bass mimics the guitar rhythm, which I don't often do, but it just felt right. And then, a bunch of percussive elements. At this point, just a traditional ensemble sound. No MIDI really in there. The claps from a different song that I had that my roommate actually helped me record. And then tambourine I recorded myself, chopped up a whole bunch, chose the best bit. Same thing with the shaker. Sat for a long time. And then we have it. Don't know when the album's coming out. Don't know how many songs are going to be on it. I'm hoping it'll be around like 50-ish minutes to an hour. Give a nice cohesive piece. Putting a lot of work into how albums used to be. Plenty for you to digest. There we have it.